1-0 win here against Leamington. Callum, what was your assessment?
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Great ways to win. We used to have a joke about 1-0's a great scoreline. That's all we've come for, isn't it? When we don't get the right result and we talk about performance, it's worth nothing. Well, are we going to talk about performance over result today? No. Resilient, robust, a football team that are right up against it around availability, personnel, squeezing everything they can out of each other, and they've done it once again. And what an absolutely superb position that we're in with 7 games to go, and it's been as hard fought as anything we've achieved. So I am absolutely ecstatic, honestly, with the players and for the players and how hard they've worked. Back-to-back home games where almost felt in the ground today. Same on Tuesday, we're just going to turn up and wait. Is that where we're at now? No, I thought the players were absolutely superb in an entirely different way. Quality in the game, less than nil. Personality, character, endeavour, belief, everything that you demand, the non-negotiables that have got to be there for any successful side. The ugly side of the game, first contact, second balls, winning 1-0 from a set piece, soaking it up towards the end and looking comfortable. Absolutely brilliant from the players again.
It's been fantastic all season, but how pleased are you for Conor Rawlinson to get his first league goal of the season today?
Yeah, I didn't know that. He has been fantastic, and if you're going to do anything achievement-wise, you're going to be reliant to be at the top end of the division on clean sheets, and we've done that really well. And Connor's been a big part of that. It's why, if we are going to be in a playoff campaign, I think we're better suited this time around than we were 2 years ago. I mean, when we lined up against Brackley in a playoff semi-final, I think there's one player from the starting 11 that day at the club as our player, 2 with obviously Kurt on loan. You look at the makeup of the squad now around if we're in that playoff situation and them high pressure moments, and maybe, as mad as it sounds, the 5 minutes plus the added time at the end of the games like that, you look at being able to continue to have Kev Roberts, who wasn't available last time around in a playoff, to have an older version, Harrison Burke wasn't available when we were in a playoff last time, but to have Connell, the Wembley winner, Jack Bainbridge, I can go, I'm going to waste time just going through the team, but we're better equipped for those situations, and Connell's a big part of that. He's a real leader, unbelievable footballer, been so important for us, his clean sheet record, but it's what he contributes off the pitch, the personality of the group to stay in the game, that we did what we did in the second half to make sure that we protected what we had, and we've won the game, and that's all that matters, isn't it? When we don't win, well, we've won today, and that should be absolutely all that matters.
Obviously, it was a fast start today, but the game did slow down. How much did the sort of injuries that we've had recently in the midweek game affect that?
I think the word slow was doing a lot of heavy lifting there, and it wasn't a great game. I think it lacked any sort of quality. To analyse our performance, we struggled in possession, and I thought in the first half we had a lot of it without doing a lot with it. And because we're in front, you feel comfortable, like you got to control the game. In the second half, I thought we struggled to execute, to retain possession. I thought defensively we were excellent, because Jimmy Storer hasn't really made a save of no, let's have it right. But we felt on the back foot a bit. That isn't a choice. We've not come out at the start of the second half going into the wind and gone, right, this is what it's going to be. But we just struggled to make passes, and when you then haven't got control, and we probably weren't set up to pose as much of a threat on transition and on the counter-attack, you've got to rely on what you're going to do really well. So the game, I didn't think was a classic, but it's a really important 3 points, and that's all it's about, isn't it? Because I've watched us 2 games ago at home, and that now is the best home record that the club have had in 12 years for points return. We've shown that we can score 3 goals on Tuesday night. Today required something different to protect that lead, and I thought the players did it so well. I can stand here and repeat to you everything I said on Tuesday around personnel and how imbalanced the team is and how restricted you are with what you can do. We've worked with what we've got again, and on the back of, there were clubs last Saturday that might have been in a really, really good position and be the ones taking points. Over the Tuesday, Saturday, it's been us. So we don't get wrapped up in what everyone else is doing. Work on your stuff, and we've found a way up against it to win 2 back-to-back home games this week and cement ourselves right amongst it in the top 3 or 4.
And you must be looking forward to a huge game next week against Scunthorpe.
Yeah, I think it's exciting because Scunthorpe are a massive club. they're a football league club and with a lot of history and a lot of tradition, and getting to go to grounds like that, there's always a big crowd on against us. But it's almost been lingering around in the background, and maybe that's not helped over the course of the last 3 or 4 games. I'll be honest, that my message to everyone around the club, as you know, has been, I hope it's a big game, because we've taken care of the games beforehand, and we have done, haven't we, particularly this week, where we're going there. You know it's going to be tough. The crowd's so unique for the level. Really good side that a lot of football people would have backed at the start of the season to have run away with it, and we're within touching distance, and that's brilliant. I want to make sure, and I hope it becomes really repetitive and dull. Every time I come out and stand in front of you, I'm going to remind everyone how well these players have done, that what they are doing is unbelievable for me from the start of the season. And you look over the last couple of years, and I mean 5, 6, 7, 8 years, where the club have been, to be where we are with 7 games to go is massive. But what a test next week is, to go there. Now, we ain't really going to get many bodies back. We'll have what we've got at the moment. I don't think today's performance will be enough. I think today's personality is going to have to be the prerequisite to go and get anything in that game. Brilliant following, unbelievable support, the numbers that we're taking there, and we're going to need them right behind us. And we'll find a way. So, selfishly, from our point of view, we go there with not so much no pressure, no free hit mentality, but knowing we're within touching distance of the home side, that if we want to keep going with them stride for stride, well, they're the games we need to win, and we need to go in someone's backyard with a massive crowd on, with a real fierce home crowd, and we need to find a way. Bring it on.
Cheers, Carl.
Thank you.